Hi, Kurt Mortensen here. This is Maximize Your Influence. Just finished up the weekly podcast. Check it out at MaximizeYourInfluence.com. This is where we expand on some of the principles that we talked about on the podcast. And I might get in trouble for this, but I talked about how men and women are different. You should persuade them differently. They're different. Their brains are different. Those are the meta programs we talked about 2 weeks ago, how you adapt your style, that you should persuade others how they want to be persuaded. You know your default settings. You persuade how you like to be persuaded. You need to switch that up. Men and women, they are different. You should know that. You should realize that by now, that we're different. In fact, if you look at the brains of a man and a woman, they are very different. Our hemispheres are different. In fact, the male brain, for example, the left and right hemispheres, there's like a little wire, a little one-lane highway going between the two. And for a woman, between the left and right hemisphere, it's like a major six-lane freeway that's going between the two. And so they multitask differently, they think differently, they shop differently. Men expect things now, quicker, get it done. Women want more of an experience. And check out the podcast to figure that out. But I want to shift gears and expand something here to help you understand something completely different about personalities and people and presentations. Here's the key. I want you to adapt as much as possible, but this is where people tend to blow it. Is that when you're talking to a group of people, you need to shoot down the middle. Now, one-on-one, yeah, adapt to their metastyles of personalities. Is it a man? Is it a woman? Are they assertive? Are they amiable? Are they motivated by inspiration or desperation? Are they stuck in the past? They're looking towards the future. You need to adapt to that. But in a group, now it's completely different. What am I saying? You need to shoot down the middle, because if you present how you like to be presented to, you're only going to resonate with, what, 25% of the audience? And they're not going to like you. People don't like you. You want me to sugarcoat this? Now, the people that are like you, but the people that aren't like you probably don't like you, and you need to shoot down the middle in a presentation. That is the key to your success. And this is how you do it. Those that went through persuasive presentation know it's called the TESS model, that you need to include certain things in your presentation to make sure you resonate with everybody. And this is what TESS stands for. And this should be included in any presentation you give with more than a couple of people, so you resonate with every personality. So briefly, here it is. TESS stands for this. T is for testimonial. In every presentation you give, you need a testimonial from an expert, someone they know, someone that's saying the exact same thing that you're saying, so you have another mouth, social validation, social proof, whatever you want to call it, of somebody else saying the exact same thing. You're kind of borrowing that credibility. The second thing is an example. An example, a metaphor, a simile. When I was doing research for laws of charisma, found that charismatic people, what they do is they use more metaphors, similes, analogies, whatever it is. Having this home alarm system is like having a police officer in your door 24 hours a day. Right? It builds something in people's minds that makes a difference. You need to have some type of example or metaphor or simile. The S, statistic. Statistics are important, but it has to be verifiable, believable, right? They have to be able to really understand how it works. And this is for your analytical friends. You have to have statistics. Use them sparingly, pepper them throughout your presentation. The last one, and the most important one, which is going to resonate with most of your audience, is stories. Stories persuade without detection. They grab attention. They demonstrate who you are. And the majority of your audience loves stories. Hope you got that. Stories persuade without detection. It puts them in a subconscious trance, and they're easier to persuade. Your solution is their solution. You need to have stories. Now, about 10% of your audience hates stories. Don't tell me stories, give me the facts. And that's fine. You can't not tell a story because of them, because most of your audience loves stories. So shoot down the middle. Now, adapt one-on-one. But when in a group situation, you shoot down the middle, use the TESS model, testimonial, example, statistic, story. It works. Thousands of hours of research proves it to be true. That is a critical aspect of your success. So master these skills. Click on the link below, take your Persuasion IQ test. Let us know what you think. Hit subscribe. Tell your family, friends, and enemies. Master these skills and go out and persuade with power.